I think one of the most remarkable moments of the entire day was when Adam Schiff ended the night by saying Republicans have been told their head will be on a pike by the president if they vote against him. That is completely, totally false. And all of us were shaking our heads like, where in the world did that story come from? And Adam Schiff just kept saying it over and over again as if it's true. It's kind of a story of the entire 3 days of this invented story weaving through bits of facts, but all this fiction weaved in it. And then to be able to cap it off by saying, and all these Republicans live in fear of the president that their head will be on a pike. Not true. None of us have been told that by the president. There's no implication on that at all.
You think visibly upset?
I was visibly upset with it. The whole room was visibly upset on our side of it, to say that's insulting and demeaning to everyone to say that we somehow live in fear and that the president has threatened all of us to put our head on the pike. I don't understand where he even comes off on that, but it was just another one of these false, weird motives and motivations that they've weaved through the last 3 days. It was just the apex of all of it. And
Senator, he spoke for more than an hour. This was one thing that he said.
That was actually one of the shortest times that he's spoken on the last 3 days,
Right.
when he spoke for just over an hour.
On a public report. It was publicly reported.
Well, he just kept saying it like this is what he hears, and all of us are like, what in the world are you talking about?
But are senators discounting these entire arguments based on these?
No,
these
we're not going to
particular-
discount based on that. It was just a cap off of being insulting to everybody, on top of doing the rest of it. So that was the hard part about it. Is just, nothing like going through 3 days of frustration and then cap it with an insult on everybody.
Do you think it
So-
could
Quick
have turned
question, Senator. Based on breaking news, apparently the House Intelligence Committee just received a video file showing Trump saying...
I can't comment on anything that's breaking because I haven't seen it, so I'm not going to comment on anything I haven't seen. So, but I'm not going to talk about something I haven't seen. So I've got to be able to see it, not comment on somebody else.
Do you think any of the Republicans might have been open to witnesses or documents?
You'd have to ask everybody else. Obviously, we've got to hear.
His comments.
No, I don't think we're going to be that petty on it. I just think it's unbelievable that he would do that on that. But what we're going to try to do is listen for the next 3 days then to the White House arguments, and then we'll make decisions from there. We've got 16 hours of questions at the end of that. So thanks, y'all.
Yeah, I think increasingly I have lots of private conversations with Republicans, and they are concerned the president doesn't tell the truth. They are increasingly understanding, those that have an open mind, and a lot of my Republican colleagues do, and I talk privately to them, that the president has committed high crimes and misdemeanors, but there's a fear that Republicans have. They know that that this president, if they vote against him, this president might come into their states and campaign against him. We'll call them names. There's a palpable fear, and too often in this body, I go back to the Iraq War when I voted against it 20 years ago. There was a fear created in this town that fear does the business, and I think you're seeing that with Senate Republicans, that they are afraid to do the right thing here.
Well, Senator Lankford just told us the exact opposite, and that there isn't that fear of the president. Are you saying you're having different...
Well, the fact that when Adam Schiff said that about the spike, the head on a spike, that was the only time I heard a loud, audible reaction from the Republican side in the entire 4 days. And methinks you protested too much. We know the president attacks people that work for him. We know he attacks politicians and others by name. We know that, and we know that there is fear of him throughout the Republican caucus.
Fight over?
I hope it's not over, but when President Trump says, I want no witnesses, Mitch McConnell's his lapdog, he says, I want no witnesses, and the 52 other senators who haven't shown great courage in the last 3 years go along with Senator McConnell. You can write the script. Thanks.